Now this is the Tecno Camon 20 Pro. It was released about 5-6 months ago, and in this video I will be comparing it with the Tecno Spark 20 Pro. The aim of this video is simple. Which of these two phones is better? Well, if you're ready for it, let's go. Now, I've always maintained that better is relative. It depends on what exactly it is you're looking for in a smartphone. For example, when it comes to price, currently the Tecno Camon 20 Pro 4G sells for about 240,000 naira. That is roughly $200. Now with that, you are getting 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage space. On the other hand, the Tecno Spark 20 Pro goes for about 207,000 naira. That is roughly $170. And with that, you're getting the same 8 gigs RAM, 256 gigs internal storage space. So that means if what you're looking at is which one has a lesser impact on your account balance or your pocket, then the Tecno Spark 20 Pro is obviously better. But then, let's consider other factors, starting off with the design. And when you look at the Tecno Camon 20 Pro, you see that it has this 3D polygon design at the back that makes it really unique and different from any other smartphones in the Tecno lineup. But if you look at the Tecno Spark 20 Pro, well, it's a generic design, iPhone-like camera arrangement, and of course there isn't so much thought when it comes to the finishing. So honestly, when you look at these two phones side by side, the Tecno Camon 20 Pro is obviously better in terms of design and finishing. So if you look at the scoreboard, it is 1-1. But then let's dig deeper and talk about the displays. Tecno Spark 20 Pro comes with a 6.74 inches IPS LCD display that refreshes at 120 Hz and has a 1080p by 2460 pixel resolution. While on the other hand, the Tecno Camon 20 actually gives you a 6.64 inches AMOLED display, refreshes at the same 120 Hz, and have also the same 1080p resolution. So that means it boils down to AMOLED displays versus LCD displays. Now, when you're watching video content on these two screens, you're going to see a slight difference because AMOLED display tends to give you sharper contrast and deeper blacks, while LCD display actually gives you truer colors. But the truth is that many people will always prefer AMOLED displays to LCD displays, at least for two reasons that I know. The first being the fact that AMOLED displays tends to consume lesser energy than LCD displays. And secondly, with the Tecno Camon 20 Pro, you actually have always-on display. You don't get that with the Tecno Spark 20 Pro. Now, something else you also get with the Tecno Camon 20 Pro display is an in-display fingerprint, which I will always prefer to the side-mounted fingerprints that we have in the Tecno Spark 20 Pro. But that is me. What about you? Which one do you prefer, in-display or side-mounted? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So really, even though when it comes to displays, the margins are very close, the Tecno Camon 20 Pro display is the obvious winner because of that little extra that it gives you. Now the score is 2-1 to the Tecno Camon 20 Pro. But before you start getting really excited, let's talk about performance. Now, the truth is that both phones have the same MediaTek Helio G99 power in them, and then also they have the same 8 gigs of RAM that you can decide to extend up to 16 gigabytes. Now, with all of these specifications being the same, you would expect the performance of these two phones to be the same. But honestly, when I tried it, it wasn't. Firstly, what I did was to try and see which one will render files faster using the CapCut app, which is what I always use to test phones. And to my biggest surprise, I discovered that the Tecno Spark 20 Pro rendered the video way faster than the Tecno Camon 20 Pro. And there are several factors that could be responsible for this difference in performance. For me, it could be due to storage speed, it could be due to software optimization. For example, the iOS version in the Tecno Spark 20 Pro is the version 13.5, which is way more optimized for smartphone more than the version 13 that we have in the Tecno Camon 20 Pro. However, irrespective of all of these factors we just mentioned, the fact on ground is that when it comes to performance, Tecno Spark 20 Pro is obviously better. So now we have a tie, 2-2. Now before we go to the third criteria, which will be the deciding factor, please like this video right now so that YouTube gets to push it to more people, and also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And the third and deciding factor for me has to be cameras. Now in the camera department, the Tecno Spark 20 Pro comes with a 108 megapixel primary lens, a 2 megapixel macro lens, and an AI camera, While the Tecno Camon 20 Pro comes with a 64 megapixel main lens, a 2 megapixel depth sensor, and also an AI cameras. Now, pictures taken by both cameras looks pretty decent and social media ready for me. I couldn't really spot any difference between the two pictures. Now, even in portrait mode, both phones did satisfactorily well in the way they handle dynamic range and object separation from the background. However, what shocked me was this picture you're looking at right now. This is an 8x zoom from both camera lens, and normally you would expect the Tecno Spark 20 Pro 108 megapixel lens to retain more details after such a zoom. But as you can see, the Tecno Camon 20 Pro pictures came out better. And then when it comes to videos, you can shoot at 2K 30 fps maximum from both phones, both the front and the back facing cameras. And talking about the front cameras, they have the same 32 megapixel sensors, and this is how the selfies look like. Really, there isn't so much that separates the selfies taken by the cameras of both phones. So honestly, when you look at the cameras of these two phones in terms of functionality, picture processing and everything, it's practically the same. So in the camera department, it will be a tie. So now the score is 3-3. So what that means is that irrespective of these two phones you chose to get, you practically will be getting the same experience. But something I definitely have to say is that considering the fact that the Tecno Spark 20 Pro is a newer device, if you want to buy any of these two phones right now, I think you should go for the Tecno Spark 20 Pro. But that is me. What do you think about this conclusion? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If you've not already done so, please like this video so that it gets to reach more people. And of course, subscribe to the channel so that you get to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you when you see me.